Hello students, welcome back to my channel Rajan Sir. Today I am going to show you a very brief difference between while and do while. Here you can see the side by side comparison of while and do while. First difference is while is known as entry control loop and do while is known as exit control loop. You can see other than these two lines, this line and this line, there is no difference between while and do while. Initialization, opening of body, same. Content of the body remains exactly same. Again, closing of the body. So what is the main difference? The main difference you can see over here is the place where you write while condition. In do while, do is the part which takes place for this while condition. So where does this while condition goes from do while? At the end of the body of do while, you can see the same condition. There is no difference again. And one thing you need to keep in mind as very important part, in do while when we are mentioning the condition, it must end with a semicolon. This is the part where we control the execution of the loop, and till the time this condition remains true, it doesn't allows you to go out of do while body. When this individual condition gets false, then only you are allowed to go out of while, that is below this line, or you can say down to this line. I hope this much is clear to you as syntax of while and do while. Let's see another example as a small part of program how while and do while executes and gives you the output. This example is to show you how while works and gives you the output. Here we are trying to extract each digit present in the variable n and getting the output. One thing you need to keep in mind, if you are trying to extract the digit from a number, the output you will always get will be from the last digit. Suppose here as example you have taken 786. So if you are entering 786, it will start extracting the digit from the last digit. First it will extract the last digit, that is presently 6, will be printed, and this number gets removed. Now out of 78, 8 is your last digit, then 8 gets printed and 8 will be removed. Then you are left with 7 only. So this number, this digit 7 becomes your output, and see you entered 786 and your output is coming as 687. Okay, so let's get started. Now n means 786, so 786 is greater than 0, condition is true. This line does what? It always gives you the last digits copy that gets stored in RAM. How? 786 divided by 10, 1078 is 780, and see this symbol is of remainder. So what is your remainder? 6, right? Now presently the value of RAM is 6. Next line we are printing the value of RAM, so it will print 6. This line does what? Whatever your number is, it removes the last digit of that number. Presently our number is 786, so n is equal to n quotient 10 means 786 quotient 10. You are supposed to pick up the quotient part, so this is your quotient part. See, as I told you, it has removed the last digit. From 786 it has reduced to 78. So here goes your 6 and now you are left with 78. Again it will check the condition. 78 greater than 0. Yes, the condition is true, so it will allow you to get inside the loop. Now rem is equal to n remainder 10. 78 remainder 10. As I told you, last digits copy. So out of 78, last digit is 8. See, you are getting 8. Now the present value of rem is 8. SOPLN the value of rem, that is 8. N is equal to n quotient 10. It means what? 78 divided by 10. Pick up the quotient, that is 7. As I told you, it reduces the last digit from the actual number. So your 78 becomes 7 only. 8 is gone. Again, 7 greater than 0. Condition is true. It allows you to get inside the loop. Rem is equal to n percent 10. This time 7 divided by 10. Focus this side. 7 is smaller than 10, so it will do what? It will simply place 10 zeros as 0 and the last digit gets down as it is. So remainder will be 7. So 8 goes out, 7 comes in. SOPLN rem, that is 7. N is equal to n by 10. 7 divided by 10. Pick up the quotient. Quotient is what? Quotient is 0. So this n from 7 has reduced to 0. So 0 greater than 0. Condition is false. So you are out of this while loop, and here is your output. You entered 786. As I told you, this loop will give you the digits from backside, from last part. So first 6, then 8, and then 7. This is your output. Same example we are about to see with do while. Let's see running off the same value using do while loop. Here again I like to tell you that do while is a loop which is known as exit control loop. Why? Because the condition gets checked at the end of the loop. That's why it is known as exit control loop. Now let's get started with this execution of simple program. N is starting from 786. So there is no condition. So you will be allowed to get inside the loop directly. Now rem is equal to n remainder 10. 786 divided by 10. As I told you, this line gives you the last digits copy. How? Again, 788. So remainder is 6. So out of 786, your remainder is 6. SOPLN rem. So it will print 6. N is equal to n quotient 10. This line does what? It removes the last digit. So 786 divided by 10, and you are left with 78. Now you will be coming to this condition part, and it will be checking 78 greater than 0. Condition is true. When the condition is true, this semicolon will send you to the loop again, and again you are supposed to check. Condition is checked, so it will send you back to do part, and you are getting inside the body of the do while again. This time rem is equal to n percent 10. So your value of n is reduced to 78. 78 divided by 10. 10 sevens are 70, and it's asking for the remainder. So your remainder is 8. 6 goes out, 8 comes in. SOPLN rem, and it prints 8. N is equal to n by 10. 78 divided by 10. 78 divided by 10. Pick up the quotient. Last digit is gone. So from 78, it has been reduced to 7. So 7 greater than 0. Condition is still true. So again the same process. Again you will get inside the loop again. Rem is equal to n percent 10. Now 7 divided by 10. This is smaller than 10. So 10 zeros are 0, and the digit gets down as it is. So this rem will do what? It will pick up 7. So 8 goes out, 7 comes in, SOPL and REM, so it will print 7. N is equal to N by 10. 7 divided by 10, pick up the quotient. So your quotient has reduced to 0. So this time it will do what? This time it will be checking 0 greater than 0, false. Condition is false and you are out of while loop, or you are going down, and this is your output. This is how it works. When you are working with do while, one thing you always need to keep in mind, that whether the condition is true or false, do while will always give you minimum one output for sure, whether the condition is true or false. Why? Because at the time of entering the body of do while loop, there is no condition. So whether this condition is true or false, it will be checked later. Once this entire code gets executed, then only you are going to reach this part, and whether now the condition is true or false, it's not going to affect the execution of this entire program's body for the first time. When it gets false, you are out of the loop and it's over. If this is true, then only you are allowed to re-enter the body of do while and again do all the process and then again check the condition. So this is all about working and syntax of while and do while. I hope this must be clear to you for writing a better program.